Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris MegaCorp in our Roma Galactica II series. This is the trinary Hexam system that we've been trying to lock down for the past episode or so. The Roman Star Empire is doing pretty damn well. We have a lot of territory I think we can still safely expand into. The only thing I have to keep an eye on is my Empire sprawl, because we are currently... look at those penalties. Technology cost is 20% higher. Tradition adoption cost is 33% higher, while rounding up in both cases. Campaign cost is 65% higher. Those are specific types of edicts. Leader upkeep and leader cost is also 65% higher. So expansion is a little bit problematic at this point, but we are working toward an ascension perk, which might be able to help with that and give us a little bit of breathing room while we finish locking down territory that will hopefully be ours. So definitely working with that new administrative sprawl system to the best of our ability. We have a new colony, Colonia Nova Parthia, that is about to be established. And that is, where are you exactly? That's right, it's in Senopel, which I, again, which I was calling almost like Santa Fe, as I remarked a few episodes ago, but I was calling it, what was it, Senope? Yeah, because it looks like an I to me. I don't know what it is, but something about maybe the E and that font being next to that L, I don't know, but it just makes it look like an I. So we're also juggling some slight resource issues. I am trying to keep my naval cap at a reasonable level, despite that I am still building some new ships. I have a much more powerful fleet now, which is nice. I will eventually have another class of destroyer to add to this fleet, but I'm going to wait for more naval cap before I do too much more of that. So let me go ahead and jump in here, and we're going to go on speed 2 for a bit and just kind of see how things proceed. For the first few moments of this episode, we are, like I said, going to hopefully lock down the Hexam system very soon. Carabineers, a warm welcome. As the winds of fortune enter the orbit of Colonia Escrivia for what should have been a brief courtesy visit today, a spontaneous outbreak of goodwill turned into a combination of open air, market, and party. Many bonds between humans and Guin were forged, and much trading took place. Come back soon. Yay. That came at a good time. Yeah, we currently we're riding the line of consumer goods. It's actually a little bit in the red, and food is definitely in the red, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a
System reconnaissance completed.
Okay. It looks like some of our pops might have just moved down, or maybe not. Maybe we're just producing more food magically somehow. Can I potentially... Do I have hydroponics farms researched yet? No, I don't. No, I definitely do not, because that would help with the food shortage, but we can't do that just yet. So if you missed it in previous episodes, the unemployment indicators we're seeing at Earth, Aurora, and Colonia Pacifica, all right, we're almost done here, are due to not having, as they have been in the beginning of the series, and I figured this out last episode, they're due to pops that are in higher strata that don't want to step down to lesser jobs. So for instance, the unemployment here, we have a worker, actually at Colonia Pacifica we are building an agriculture district, so that's going to help with the food shortage. I forgot about that. But on Aurora, notice that our unemployed worker, this is something you have to pay attention to, and I hope they add this to that tooltip eventually right there that I'm looking at right now. But our unemployed worker is a specialist. We have open jobs, 3 open jobs, in fact, in the worker classification. And as you can see, we have 1 more specialist than we have open jobs for, hence 1 unemployment. So you pretty much always just subtract this number from that one, and that gives you your unemployment, if you want to look at it that way. And so in this situation, there are open jobs, but this guy doesn't want to step down just yet, and it's going to take a while for that Raxarian to do so. And the same is true on Earth. We have a Raxarian that really doesn't want to step down. One thing that we can do is we can start producing robots, which I haven't done yet, but I have researched the technology, and that might significantly affect how our economy develops, because we can be assembling population at the same time that our population is growing. That could be good or bad. I don't know. We'll experiment and see how it goes. All right, so we have a science ship here that we've just finished building. That's right, because we lost one towards the end of the last episode, didn't we? Ooh, a custom AI assistant on a young scientist, Queso Osseous. Or Osceus, if you will. Research speed +5, survey speed +10, and anomaly research speed +15. I'll take it. Go right ahead. You are now going to be in charge of this science ship. And where are my science ships exactly? We have one here, investigating in that territory. One here. One down there. One over there. And then... Yeah, I kind of do... I want you to come out here, because we don't have that many in this direction. I want you to come out here, survey that, and I want you to auto-explore all that, because this is going to be one of the last areas we can lock down. I'm hoping to get both this alpine world and this tropical world, but they might get to it before we do. The Duranchu Coalition is our rival. Let's take a quick look at our political situation with them. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. They're equivalent to us. Their technology level is inferior. Their fleet power is equivalent. So that's good, at the very least. Let's go ahead and take a look at our new colony. Right now we have, obviously, just the reassembled ship shelter. And we do not have a governor for what is a new sector. So this is actually, let's take a look at this. We have 3 sectors now. We have the Earth sector, Magna Graecia, and then the Nova Parthia sector. So why don't we call this... You know what? I'm going to make a note of that. And I'm going to come back to it. Maybe in the next episode, because I want to look up what would be a good sector name for that, and I don't have those materials in front of me right now. So we'll come back to that. But for now, let's go ahead and assign a governor to the sector. We have, again, an adaptable and righteous governor, Nona Betilienus. Betilienus? Yeah, I think. And then another Queso Mimesius. He's righteous. We could keep crime down if we hired him. Or we could have a longer live governor, but this governor is also quite younger. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so Nova Parthia currently just has the reassembled ship shelter. I'm not going to worry about too much else, I don't think, for now, but that will definitely give us an opportunity to build more of... just to obtain more of the resources that we're kind of short on. I think our food shortage is about to be very handily dealt with in Colonia Pacifica. Watch this.
Construction complete.
We need a month to pass. Our energy situation is not great, mainly due to our ships. Microsingularity. Microsingularity recently intersected Hixum B1A, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly, in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. And there it is. All right, much better food situation now. And we will maybe turn Colonia, or Nova Parthia, into a bit of an agriculture colony. There's not a lot of room to do so. It's a smaller colony. There's only 11 slots in this world. But still nice to have a new colony down in that area. And we have a few... Yeah, we've got this tropical world that we can colonize as well. Have I already sent a ship that way? Yes, I have. It's right around the corner, in fact. Alright, so we need to watch very closely for when we might be able to claim Hixum. We have finished surveying Hixum. In the months following the party with the Dion on Colonia Escrivia, evidence is mounting that some of the bonds formed were closer than expected. Create a new species that is a crossbreed of Dune and Raxar. Oh, that's interesting. Life, finds a way. So, hang on. Let's see what this looks like. This is using the new mechanics that were introduced. There's a new Ascension perk that you can get that will actually allow species to crossbreed. But... half Raxar. That's kind of cool, because they look similar. They have an alpine preference, they're natural engineers, they're strong, and they're nomadic. That could actually be really good. I'm excited about that. Okay, let's see what we have here. We still have... yeah, we can definitely do more on Colonia Escrivia because we have extra... yeah, worker pops. So let's go ahead and build... I would say energy production would be most important at the moment. I think food is okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a generator district there. Aurora, again, they're only... we need to do something about these pre-sapients at some point. How much are you going to cost? Alright, we just need a little bit more. Lacking 5.736 influence. and then we can claim the Hixum system. And I don't think they're going to get to it before we do. So that is a win for us, because we'll be able to lock down all of this territory up here, finally. This Alpine world we can definitely colonize with our new species. I really like that we got that species. Through hard work and experience, scientist Hosta Atreus has developed new skills. She now has the archaeologist trait, which is good because we haven't actually uncovered too many of the precursor artifacts yet. Research station output plus 10%. Good. That came at a good time, given our situation with the Empire Sprawl. Speaking of which, we can go ahead and do a physics boost from researchers if we wanted, or we can start researching shields. Let's do shields. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, this population is growing rapidly. I think due to the fact that we had that. There's 3 different types of pop that are growing right now. Well, there's only one growing at the moment, but there's 3 different types of population on Colonia Ascrivia. So that's going to be... I'm really excited to see what having a 3-species empire is going to do for us. We could also give them slightly different rights, depending on what we need for them, which could be interesting.
Our pioneers have made planetfall.
Okay, so we are now colonizing what's going to be Elysium. Again, it's not even going to be a colony. We're just calling it Elysium. Oh yeah, we definitely have new options. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this. As a result of that new species. We don't even have to terraform, technically. Over here, oh my gosh. Holy crap. All right. What a game changer. I'm excited. We received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire. Mendasura Star Union. Interesting. I represent the Mendasura Star Union, our elected leader, Commissary General Bud Garland. Hopes for peaceful relations with your people, but know that we are more than capable of defending our way of life. Okay, Bud Garland, you are what? Militarist and egalitarian? Well, we'll be militarist and materialist in our response. We will not be held back, Mendasure. So, where are you? They're all the way over here. I don't think I need to worry about them. Now, I just remembered I can declare rivalries with species that are farther away. They changed this recently, and that would give me more influence per turn. So I think I will go ahead and declare a Mandasura rivalry. That'll give me a little bit of extra influence each month. I totally forgot they changed that. My bad. Who else has a crappy opinion of me? Because I can definitely get more influence this way. Totally forgot about this. We can declare rivalry against these guys too. So we're rivals against them, the Duranchu Coalition, and the Mandasura. And that'll help a lot. Totally should have thought of that sooner. But again, we're all adjusting to the changes together, right? So, Colonia Ascrivia. We've got a generator district building here that'll hopefully help with our energy shortage. Borders closed. Yeah, our borders are definitely closed to them, given that we just rivaled them. Yeah, making a little bit more influence now. Hey, Servia Virius has died at the age of 85. New scientist then. Good, another custom AI assistant. Numerius Nymphidius. Take over. And where were you? Exactly. Oh, good. I actually have a number of anomalies that I need to send some of my scientists to check out. Maybe one of my higher level scientists, like, yeah, this is going to be a good idea. Why don't we go ahead and have you... That's Sexta Flavonius. Yeah, that's going to be easy for her. So, as a level 5 scientist, let's have you research that anomaly. Wait. Where are you exactly? Oh, I didn't mean to give that order. You just need to keep auto-exploring. Where is Sexta Flavonius? There you are. Okay, click the wrong one. So, research that. Research that. And then there are others elsewhere that I need you to research. Hang on. Some in my territory, some not. Yeah, that one's still going to be hard for her because it's higher level. But there are some that I think can be managed. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to send her all around to take care of some of these anomalies that I have been keeping on the back burner. And there should be... Yeah, there's one there. I'll go ahead and give you that. So it's going to keep her busy for a while because this is a decent amount of jumping around. All right, but we are now building that starbase. Yes, we are. Good. That's right, we've got Pyla now. Forgot about that. Let's get that observation post built and the mining station built. And then we can start seriously considering making these guys our subjects. Let's take a look also, since we haven't done this yet. Alright, so, oh god, they're ugly. Bothrozoan rulers. Interesting. So they are currently in the early space age, and they look just like the Blorg. Which, I don't know.
Complete.
We might have our first slaves. Because those guys are ugly, I'm just saying. Maybe I shouldn't be that vicious about it. Maybe I should propose that just because they're absolutely hideous blob-shaped forms doesn't mean they can't, you know, rise to the highest levels of Roman government.
Complete.
Why wouldn't I say that? Because we're not an egalitarian government type, perhaps? Maybe. Alright, so we've finished terraforming, and we have unlocked terraforming gases as an edict, which is nice. What else can I do? I can go ahead and go for the planetary capital, which might help a good bit on Earth. Yeah, let's do that. Still waiting for the specialist to drop down into another class. You, however, still have, even with the new energy, interesting, even with that. Wouldn't have expected that. So, here's the question. We're going to be colonizing a bunch of new worlds soon. What do I do? Should I go for more energy to make sure that that stays high? Should I go for more food? I think I will go for more energy. I think that's going to be the most important thing. At least for the time being. I kind of want to start a bunch of new colonies. Ah, humans, do you hear? Numa calling. Soon we must depart your lands, but first have you considered our offer? Well, we don't really have the energy credits for it right now. I could sell... So this is a new mystic shrine. So let's see if we can unlock this. I don't want to sell consumer goods, because I don't have enough of them. I do have a ton of rare crystals, which I could sell. Maybe just sell, let's see, 300 of them. There we go. Deal. Okay, now with that being done, we have to wait until we have a world on which we can build it. But maybe that will be helpful. I'm not even quite sure what the thing does yet. Alright, we are building up more influence now, thank God. Kixum is in our territory, also thank God. So, mining station, research station. Yeah, we're going to need to do more construction there soon, but okay, we need to get that in our territory, and that too. Oh, good. New tradition available. So, leader experience gain increased by 25%, and leader level cap increased by 1. Polytechnic education. And then in one more perk, or one more tradition, we will be done with our next ascension perk. And we can go for something like... I'm very strongly considering going for Imperial Prerogative, so that we can reduce those penalties from our Empire Sprawl. Because we really do have a big empire. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, we have built our observation post here. So we can do passive observation, we can do aggressive observation, I'll get to that in a second, and we can do indoctrination. Through subtle influencing of their society and culture, the natives can be brought around to our way of thinking. This takes a little bit of energy, but I think I'm going to start working on that. We don't have a way to covertly infiltrate them yet. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way if they ascend right now. But anyway, abandoned amusement park. The structures on Hotram 2 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science officer Sextil Pavonius notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us humans, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. So a little bit of society research and engineering research from that, which is good because we have 2 long projects going in both of those categories. So hey, I'll take it.
Completed.
Which system?
New sit rep.
Hey, the birth of the galactic market. De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. Understood. So we can nominate for the galactic market hub, which I think, hang on, what do we need to do that? A lot more influence. See, I need to expand right now. Oh, that's crappy. I need my influence. Well, maybe we'll get influence from another means. Maybe that's how we'll do it. I'm just patient. Maybe that'll work out. Classes 1, why are you not patrolling? You should be patrolling. All right, let's see if they do this right. We're going to have them patrol once they are in Sol. I want them to patrol all the way down to Baldon. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully the patrol order is based on where they are once the queue before it ends. So I just gave the order while they're in Procyon. I'm hoping it doesn't just start a Procyon to Baldon patrol order. Impressive structures litter Fin B2's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Research, please. All right, so I've got to save up influence now. At least we've locked down the primary territory. Well, we really haven't. That's the thing, is that I still... we still need to try and get down here if we can. So, actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and build a few more star bases here. Because I want to try and at least get to Brynnis. With that in mind, I've got to knock out those void clouds if I really want to do that. Let's send Classes 1 down that direction. And then we'll reinstate that patrol order that I just agonized over. Alien machine. Further scans suggest that the machine is still operational, though its purpose remains entirely unclear. Science Officer Sextil Favonius has never seen anything like it. Some of its materials look familiar, but most are strange and utterly alien as the design of its components. The machine has what appears to be a console with one item in particular standing out, a large crooked lever of unknown material. So we can take it apart, gain some minerals, and some science research, which we just gained society and engineering research in relatively similar amounts. So I can pull the lever. I'm just gonna take it apart. We already have the potential for robots on some of our worlds. I feel like that's messing with... That's tempting fate enough, if you want to put it that way.
Construction complete.
I think that's tempting fate enough. We are seeing a definite movement towards a more militaristic society by the various Bathrozoan governments. Their standing military forces, such as they are, have become more professional in nature. They will thank us one day. Glad to see that complete. Working out somewhat. A remarkable array of gases are being vented on Anaxidora 1. Okay. One's not usually found on molten worlds. Some of these gases show promising industrial value. Research. Through hard work and experience, Septimius Didius has developed new skills. He's now resilient. So he is both adaptable and resilient. He's going to last 25 years longer, which is great because he's 78. So that will give us a strong scientist in Septimius Didius. Or Septimus Didius. I keep saying that. All right, so we have the monoliths. We can get more engineering research. Let's do that. Aurora still... Is it still the same pop? Yeah, it is. Same pop that is just not wanting to demote.
Complete.
All right, defensive pact with the hegemony of Krakan. So the Hegem Trade Commission, right over here. All right, these guys are in a defensive pact against one another, or with one another. That colony is still being established. Hosta Atreus and her crew have made a surprising discovery on Anaxidor 1. The molten planet is home to an exotic array of extremophilic microorganisms. These bacteria live deep inside the volcanic vents that scar the planet, thriving in the extremely high temperatures produced there. This unprecedented find is our first known example of organic life forms flourishing on molten planets. Moreover, the extremophiles on Anaxidor 1 are in fact responsible for the rare gases detected in its thin atmosphere, producing these valuable compounds as a byproduct of their metabolic processes. So, yeah. All right, and that's here in an area of the galaxy that hopefully we're going to be able to capitalize on. Authors on societal shift. Okay, so they're becoming more materialist. They'll thank us one day. It's good to see. All right, let's build that research station and then move here so you can build that. All right, so we have a rivalry declaration between Mendasura and the Juranshu.
Anomaly found.
Unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. Might have been a glitch in our systems or could be a sign of something more. How close are we? We're not producing a ton of Unity. I need to do more to up my Unity production, now that our resources are stabilizing a bit. Consumer goods, still not fantastic. Oh wait, hang on. What are we looking at now? Yeah, okay, so this is an opportunity. Do we want more food, more minerals? Or even more... Amenities, you're okay, so I don't think you need a city district. I feel like more energy is ultimately the best thing to do here on Augusta.
System reconnaissance completed.
Oh, I just realized this. So you're going to be Ascrivia. And we're actually going to call you Ascrivium, because that's what the original name of the colony was. We haven't upgraded you yet. Doing well. All right, we're about 26 minutes into this episode. I'll stop this one here. In the next one, we're going to do what we can to go all the way down to Brennus. The fleet is on its way to take out the Void Cloud in Tethys. And then once we lock down Brennus, we're going to have all these worlds here to ourselves. And also, we already have all of this territory to ourselves as well. So it's just Brennus that I want to lock down mainly, and then we'll keep going in this direction as much as we can. I just need to keep an eye on Empire Sprawl, because that's definitely a factor in our current economic situation. It might make the game a bit more difficult later on, which isn't necessarily a problem given how smoothly this restart has been going so far. But I would imagine we're going to be at war with the Juranshu coalition within another 5-10 episodes or so. That would be my prediction. And you guys can let me know, if you're seeing anything that I'm not, for sure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every other day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.